Ever since the High Court announced that the majority in the parliament or in the government are the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition, we have seen leaders aligned to both sides, be it the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya alliance and also the Kenya Kwanza brigade, at loggerheads with political debates heading through to Parliament, the National Assembly, and also the Senate, while Azimio is trying to push hard to have them get the majority seat both in the National Assembly and also in the Senate, an agenda that was so much pushed with Junet Mohammed on the National Assembly and also on the other side of the Senate being pushed so hard by Edwin Sifuna, who is the senator for Nairobi County. Now, my question is, what does this change? Not in terms of the politics and the games of politics or the dynamics in politics. What does it change in terms of bringing a development to Mwananchi? What does it change when it comes to passing of bills and, certain policies in parliament? Because for me, I see these as mere shenanigans and political plays to at least say we were in parliament, we did our duty, and so we deserve a salary or we deserve an allowance. So for me, I'm seeing that there is nothing for Mwananchi. Leaders should be focusing so much on developing the nation and making sure that the polity gets the rightful, development that they deserve in accordance to the constitution, because we are not begging. It is our rightful share. Remember, you pay taxes. Do you pay taxes for your member of parliament to go and debate who gets the minority or majority? Because as far as we are concerned, we already know that the majority of these members of parliament are into the pockets of William Samoei Ruto. That goes without saying. Remember, there was this day when Gladys Shwalei in a church, I can't remember where exactly, did tell President Ruto right in front of his eyes, like, okay, you've given me less time and you told me to talk in summary, I'll do that, and just remember, I am one of your loyal soldiers. When you tell me to go right, I go right, left, I go left. When you tell me to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, I impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Then at one point, just recently, on an interview on the Citizen TV, Hussein Mo, is it Hussein? I think so. Did ask Gladys Shwalei, like, how independent is the parliament? How independent are you? That question was very difficult for her to explain because you see, it's like their independence is not their independence. It's independence from William Samoei Ruto. When he says something, then they go towards that direction. And really, is that the way we as Kenyan citizens wish to be governed? Absolutely no, that is not the way. Now, here, the Azimio are now happy that Junet Mohammed is getting the majority leader seat. As he said, at least I've been sitting in a cold seat. I've just realized that the majority leader seat is a very warm seat. Basically, those are just shenanigans in parliament, because you could tell there's no difference between those seats in terms of comfort. Maybe, they love themselves. Those are MPs. But now, ask yourself, even those in Azimio should not even celebrate, because I'm not even seeing it as an Azimio thing. I'm seeing it as an ODM affair. And remember, ODM right now are in a government through what we call the broad-based government. As much as we are trying to be woodwinked that they are in opposition, they only help the government with their experts. When we get to look at the integrity of our leaders, could we really say that the current leaders that we have could pass the integrity test? No, that will be just a woodwinking thing. Like when the Azimio tells us we just took our experts to go and work with the government, yet we know so well that they are in a government. Even recently, you saw Raila Odinga endorsing Sakaja, the Nairobi governor, for a second term to run as in the gubernatorial seat. He leaves even Babu Owino, who has been a strong foot soldier in ODM. What kind of a betrayal? And we saw when Baba Wino took on to X platform and said, like I said, a father might love so many kids, but might love one kid much than the others. Unfortunately, this kid that is much loved is not from our house. And we saw Raila Jr. trying to console Baba Wino by saying, don't worry, bro, I'm with you. How true is that statement? No, we are not trying to bring back the Odinga's influence to, bring a kind of confusion in the politics of this nation, because this generation that we are into already, they know the kind of persons or politicians they are dealing with. So there's nothing like Azimio or ODM getting the majority. All these people are in a government, and way long before, let's say that a bill comes in parliament. Sour, you say you're the majority. Do you think Ruto won't have his ways? He's always had his ways. Money speaks. He pays everything. They pass whatever bill he wants to be passed. Policies that he wants to be passed will always get the light of the day. Do you really have a voice as Azimio? Do you really have a voice as ODM to say no? Therefore, these are issues that we should look keenly, especially with the advent of Raila Amolo Odinga vying for the chairmanship of the AUC. Whether he gets it or doesn't get it, still it will be a thorn in the flesh for William Samoei Ruto. Let us wait and see on how these political fields unfolds. Though we know there's nothing much that we should expect to benefit the mwananchi. That is the pure truth that I can tell you. There is nothing for you, the Kenyan citizen, whether they get the majority or minority seat. It will not help us in any way. The best way we can do is we speak at the topmost of our voices and tell these politicians off. We are the ones to take the role of civic education. We are the ones to take the role of the opposition and tell the government that in this direction you are heading, this is wrong. Therefore, we are going to govern this nation in the right way we as the Kenyan citizens wish. And we take power because the sovereignty of the nations belongs to the people. Not unless we do that, then these politicians will be playing as tennis balls or whatever. They'll be taking us back and forth. I don't know what's your take on this. This is purely my thought. Give us your comment in the comment section below. If you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press notification button so anytime we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in Durb Radio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Durb Radio ndio mpango mzima.